Packers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, LA.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action. It's Tannehill.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rolling to his left. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now it's Tannehill. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tannehill looking deep here for Ebron. He's got a man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big pickup of 38. From the red zone now, Tannehill flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Tannehill going to throw for it. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the end line. He did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first rounder, Jamin Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Dobbins. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now Landry. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill steps away to his left. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second down and goal. Tannehill. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. John Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Tannehill looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Wentz now to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Here comes the Rams punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. This is going to be caught. It's John Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 4. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the... And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Big series right here.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Tannehill. Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Boyd with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long, because that's his third touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill airing one out for Boyd. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said...
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Andy Janovich, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Cobb to return, and he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here's Andy Lee now, standing just about on his own goal line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drop. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Chris Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now Tannehill. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 3/4 in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Play action, it's Tannehill. He completes it to Boyd. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That is 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game.
Fighting through, and he's got space. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On first down, Tannehill. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's
under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Packers on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be third and forever. Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
Fighting his way through contact.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wentz.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31.
And that's offensive ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Gets it to Gordon. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Tannehill. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. So it's all over.